getting into it. Great turnout as well. Heard that quite a lot of the New Zealand family and friends contingent have made their way across the ditch. And a lot of Aussie support here in the crowds as well. So it's going to make for a great atmosphere. Hopefully that comes through the coverage. And make it feel like you're here at Newcastle for the Youth Trans Tasman series this year. Both teams onto the park now. And we're underway. Youth Trans Tasman series with New Zealand in first possession. Looking to get away with a good start here. The Kiwis really set up your match and the rest of your weekend as well as they try to play through the middle. Nice defence there from Australia. Kiwis again through the middle. Cool picks up from half, throws a nice ball. Picked off though on the outside and a little bit of space in front as well. Listen, Binding on that occasion, reading that perfectly. So a good defensive set there from Australia. New Zealand threw it at the Aussies there on fifth touch. Rolling through the midfield nicely. Now the Emus as they straighten up and drive through. Pick up and go. Big ball out on the left-hand side. Nice take. Just had to readjust. Looked like coming infield there, Jay Pond. And the ball just ended up swinging away. A little bit of breeze out here on the main field. Just ended up picking the football up. She had to readjust on the run. So did a good job. An early mistake coming out of their end of the field. New Zealand has turned the ball over in good field position here for Australia. So great attacking position. Searching for opening points. A positive start here for the Aussies. Saldana drives forward. Big number 3 for Australia. Gets into half again. Gives early ball. They go to short. Nice read there in defence. Fianati making the touch on that occasion. Bowen throws a couple of dummies. Takes the touch. Pick up and go into the in-goal area. Saldana again tries to flick back on the inside. Touch made. Great scramble defence there from the Kiwis. So pressure on their line after coming up with a mistake in the previous set. They're looking to complete and try to get down the other end of the field as best as possible. But again, the Australian defence is flooding and putting pressure on the Kiwis here. So they just make it over the halfway line. Nice roll into the line from McCollum. Pick up and go on fifth touch. Dummy gets through the line here. Oh, diving touch made. So almost making something out of nothing there. Nice work. Hill Catamol from acting half, just catching the Aussies napping a little bit. Just can't take your eyes off the football at any stage. Whenever you're playing against New Zealand, just strike across the park. Whatever New Zealand team turns up on the paddock. But again, the Australians strong in attack. They're rolling up the field with ease at the moment, but the Kiwis on that set at least didn't look too stressed in defence. Shut that play down. Can they transition a little bit better out of their end of the field? Strong early touches here as they make substitutions. Hill Catamol takes the touch, just having to go back to the mark. He was the one that had a nice little run from half on the previous set. Touch just over there into Australian territory now as they straighten up. Morrill gets the ball, flicks out the back and just dips away. He couldn't be picked up there from Boston Franklin. Enterprising play again from New Zealand. As the Aussies this time, they come to their substitution box for the first time in the match. Fresh changes on. Catalano in the 14. They pick up and go. Nice chase into the in-goal area again. Looking for numbers, looking for support. Just throws it back inside. And Robert Catalano just trailing behind, but couldn't pick that one up. So they've broken through from acting half a couple of times, but it's good defence from the Kiwis. They're holding position. Support plays in defence. Strong contact on both ends. Referee will pull this one up. And incorrect. Play the ball. So decent contest here between the two players. And that is the great aspect of mixed touch football. Contact that you can see in the girls. They don't shy away from it one bit. Catalano again. Goes the long ball. Oh, might have been a chance. No, steps back on the inside. We're going to have opening points here to the Australians. Looked like the Kiwis had them covered in defence. They slid across. The inside ball was covered as well, but just the left foot jinked back on the inside as we see the replay. Catalano gets it back from half. It was a beautiful right to left. Nicely taken. This just gets in underneath. Try scored there from Andy Law. Opening one for the Youth Trans Tasman series here for Australia. It was just unlucky, as mentioned, from the Kiwis. They were in a position there to be able to shut that one down. Andy Law just managing to evade the wing defence from the Kiwis, but straight back onto the attack here. McLean Wanor in the number 10 with the football now. Plays it. Pick up. Oh, they just try to go the floating pass over the top. Wariki picking that one off. Here he is with the football again. Caleb will go to the interchange box. One to watch for the Australians. Caleb Wariki. As they transition nicely again from making substitutions. They pick up and go. Go right foot, left foot, trying to pop on the outside down the short side. So only touch 4. So they'll realign. End up just killing it down the short side. So they've pinned New Zealand on the far side of the field. A couple of early touches. They progress the football across the face of the field. They go and get more changes onto the park. The Australians are probably beating the Kiwis so far in that battle in terms of territory gained while making substitutions and a mistake just over the halfway line here for New Zealand. Turns the ball back over to Australia. So the Aussies will make changes. Good pressure here from the Kiwis to get up and shut that down. Catalano again pops out to Connor Rolfe. Rolfe flicks it back inside, takes a hand here from New Zealand. So another set of 6. Good field position here for the Aussies to potentially go 2 up. Definitely had the bulk of possession in the attacking zone so far throughout the early stages of this first half. Catalano again's had plenty of possessions and throws a beautiful left to right. And Millie Durdovic gets the second one on the board for Australia, but Catalano is turning it on early on in this match. As we see the replay. Beautiful ball, almost getting there in defence. Unlucky there with Preston for the Kiwis. Back into attack now. Loretti switches back inside. They just go away from the acting half on that occasion, so they'll take a few moments here just to reset their attacking line. Loretti again, they sweep. Might have them short on that link position. 5th touch, they're really close. And they're going to get the penalty. Just lucky, played it right within the try line area. Fresh set of 6 here for the Kiwis. Kui from half. Again, Rarati back inside. Australians answering every question thrown at them so far. They sweep around the back. Touch is made. Referees are happy. The Australian defence retreated to the line. Kui will sloppy play the ball. A couple of forced errors as well from the Kiwis. The Australians are doing a good job in the ruck at the moment now. That's taken a deflection. It's gone backwards. This is a call. Now this is good from New Zealand. The Australians this time under pressure. And how often do you see that? Kiwis did a great job there getting some defensive pressure up as the Australians were making changes. Got them a little bit disjointed as the fresh players were coming onto the field. As a result, a misdirected pass sees the error. We've only got 3 players, and we've got 4 players on here for New Zealand. 2 interchanges coming on. So just burn a couple of touches. As McCollum just holds the play up, throws a big dummy. There's another one. Let McLean Wanoa gets the ball back here. Wanoa, big outstretched arm. Referee's going to be happy with this. Yeah, beautiful try. First one here for New Zealand in the 18 mixed game. And what about the diving effort here from McLean Wanoa? The big outstretched arm. Gets down nice and low from quite a distance. Couldn't quite get there in time. Layla Ritchie coming across. So good result there from the Kiwis after getting the repeat set. Attacking the Aussies line. 2-1 is the score here in the 18 mixed opening test match. Kuwariki goes to dummy back inside. And good touch in the end. Josh Morrill. Aussies again on the attack. Nice footwork, but they recover. Great work again from Luke Preston. Forcing Millie Dudovic, the try scorer for the Australians, back in field. Nice inside play there from the Kiwis to shut that play down. Better transition here from New Zealand. Roll over the halfway line, extra metres as well. Driving into the line again, Roriti. Pick up and go from the half. Short ball! Almost on the outside there. Genuine chance for rolls. So a little bit of momentum with New Zealand coming off that last try. And the Aussies having to do the hard work to get out of their end of the field. Gulbariki taking their head up. And again, this is a chance for New Zealand to put pressure on the Aussies. They've made their changes now, so stream across the field. Hunter comes off the left foot. This is the last year for Australia. They've got them covered again, New Zealand. Great job. Now the Kiwis transition straight back into attack. Happy to throw the football right across the face of the park again. Nice little extra pass, picks up good metres for New Zealand. Again, into the Australian territory. Just pick up in half again. McCollum feeds it out the back. Here's the try scorer. Touch is made on this occasion. McLean Wanoa. Huggers, dishes. It's a real grind. The pace is still at an extreme level here between both teams. So the substitutions are coming fast and frequent. Oh, that one just got on the outside. The Australians, nice recovery there in the end. And McLean Wanoa is in everything in attack and having to make a big play there in defence. Again, comes up to shut that one down. So it's a real grind between both teams. Over the last few minutes, just going up and down the field. It's turned into a real classic between the old rivals. After the early start was all with Australia, New Zealand have done a great job to work themselves back into the match, and they're straight back onto the attack here. They're about 8 out from the line. They go short, and they do it perfectly. So what a response here from New Zealand. They've gone back-to-back tries to level this one up, and this has got to be an absolute picture on the replay. As we see it come up now, nice little short ball, just catching the link napping. Try scored there from Joshua Morrell. And 2-2. Oh, we've got game on. 13.5 minutes gone here in the first half. Gulbariki gets down low underneath. Perfect response there from Australia. So they reclaim the lead. And just a nice little bit of individual brilliance there from Caleb. He can pull that out at the drop of a hat. Heading down low, holding the ball in one hand. Such a great skill to have in the game of touch football. You're going to see plenty of tries like that throughout the weekend. Now, can New Zealand respond? As mentioned, it was a real battle between the two teams. It's New Zealand. Ooh. chance there. Tipanil Roweti. And he's been looking good so far in the first half here for New Zealand. They play out the back. They got the numbers. The ball gets out. That's gone backwards. Referees go all clear. Georgia Sheet gets one on the board here for New Zealand. And I was just going to make comment before the try was scored. We had a real period where it was a back and forth grind between both teams. And all of a sudden New Zealand go back to back. Australia respond, and New Zealand now, they hit back straight away. This is turning out to be an absolute ripper here. Game 1, 3 test match series between Australia and New Zealand, the 18 mixed division. And a great way to open the 2020 Youth Trans Tasman series here in Newcastle. It's Australia roll, play within the 5 metre line. Huggers comes back in field. Braden Huggers again plays it just shy of the 5 metre line. They try a prop, they run straight into the Kiwi defence, but the referee has blown a penalty. New Zealand not moving forward. Again, right on the 5, straight back in the attack. The middle defence is tightened up nicely. Huggers again. He'll get himself into acting half this time. They throw that long bomb out again. Just couldn't be reeled in. Looks like Jade Pond out there as well. She's one of the try scorers for Australia. The Kiwis again, just roll down, sideline again. You can see that contact. A bit of a groan from the crowd. Play on's the call from the referees. They're rolling in nicely here, the Kiwis. Pick up and go, 5th touch, come back in field. Skips away from one. Ball getting away there. Nice work. Morrill again. He makes the touch. Huggers comes towards the substitution box. Changes here for Australia. Saldana into half. Picks up and goes, comes back in field. They've got numbers here, Australia, if they can get it. Well, Roriki gets it out underneath, threads the needle perfectly, and Madison Binding gets the try for Australia. This is going to be a ripper on the replay. Nice work there from Saldana, going in field, coming back off the left foot. They just put it through the hands, simple touch footy in the end. And Gulwariki feeds the ball nicely there. Madison Binding. So they push back out in front. Here Australia, 4-3 on the scoreboard. New Zealand, can they hit back? It started to become a bit of a shootout between these two teams. 2.5 to go here in the first half. It's again, oh, half a chance. Referees, doesn't look like they're going to indicate that that was forward. They just zipped away there from Liv Preston. Australia on this occasion playing through the middle of the field as they transition out. Won't be coming to their substitution box yet. Looks like the 6 players are going to hang out there for this attacking set. There's Rolf again, drives in, pick up again. They go to the left to right, just goes behind Catalano. Kiwis, they stick to their usual pattern. Coming out of the end of the field, centralise their attack now. 5th touch, having to pick up and go from a long way out. McCollum just losing possession on that occasion. So a minute left here in the first half. What do Australia do? They're up by 1. 4-3 is the score. I think the coaching staff will be really trying to will their team to get up the other end. You can hear the instructions from Coach Chris Loth. It's a good opportunity for him to go 2 up into the halftime break. That will give him a lot of advantage. I feel like they'll get back over New Zealand. They can go with the 2-try advantage. Do they get it here now? Oh, it just falls away from Binding. Just got the last try, so chance gone begging there for Australia. Trying to put pressure on the Kiwis, really shut this set down. On the flip side, well, they were looking to go 2 up. They don't want to get leak one in, I should say, go into the halftime break locked up. They're doing a pretty good job here so far. Just get over the halfway line, coming across field, trying to look for support. They managed to do that now. A little bit of space out here for New Zealand as they turn it back on the inside. The halftime hooter goes in the background, and what an entertaining opening match we have here in the 18 mix. Halftime score is Australia 4 over New Zealand 3, and it was a bit of a tale of Welcome back here for the second half 18 mix game in a beautiful Newcastle here this afternoon. 4-3, the Australians have the advantage over New Zealand in this match so far. Highly entertaining first half. Great tries scored from both teams. So hopefully more of the same in the second half. Just got about 30 seconds until start of our match. It'll be the 18 girls division, which will come up next. Very much looking forward to that one. Let us know where you're tuning in from this afternoon as well, particularly our friends, as mentioned, back in New Zealand. Let us know who you're supporting. Siblings, sons and daughters out here this afternoon doing your country proud. And we hope you're enjoying the coverage, and we'll do as good. Wariki tries to get in underneath. Nice touch made there from Boston Franklin. So done again, just looping one over the top. It's just taking a deflection. Franklin, no question the referee whether that's actually come off his hands or not. Might have been trying to claim whether he had played at it or not. Head out in the direction there of Bowen. Again, touch made. Lucky Caleb held onto the football there. Looked like he wanted to roll it. He's probably only a metre away from the try line. Again, comes off the left foot, pops it back on the inside. Referee's got to say touch made. Great work there from Xavier Mexted, coming in from the left flank position to make that touch. Big one had to be made. They go short this time, gets underneath another touch. So big opening defensive set there. Boston Franklin on that occasion. A couple of big plays throughout that set from Boston. They'll head over again towards their sub box. Some changes on. Nice meters there. Vianazzi. Roll over the halfway line nicely here, New Zealand. Flat ball back on the middle. Fifth touch here. As Kui tries to throw the ball out. They turn it over. On that occasion, again, big defensive set here from New Zealand. Australia on touch one, starting in fairly good field position. So now touch two, and they get to make their changes right at the substitution gate. You'll see that playing international rules here throughout this weekend. So the substitution gate is in play. Oh, nice little pop-out play. Little late one now. I think that last pass went late. And the ball dips away at the end. The Australians this time throwing a little bit of enterprising play. Danger man back out there again. Catalano had a heavy hand, as mentioned, in the first half. It's a little late pop-out for the Aussies. Almost caught them napping. More changes here for New Zealand. Ilkadamol drives forward, left foot, nice play out the back, little bit of space, does he get away, he slams it down. Has a touch been made here from Eddie Law? It's all clear. And is there an injury for one of the Australians? Rongamai McLean Wanoa has got another one to his name, and that has leveled us back up as well. Look at the slam down there as well. As we see another replay come up, beautiful ball out the back, just manages to get on the outside and slams that one down. Well, LeBron James, I think, would be happy with that finish. Nice work there from Keenan McCollum as well. Pass there to McLean Wanoa. Those two are really turning it on for the Kiwis in this match. Back level. As Huggers sweeps around the back, goes left foot. Not sure if that was supposed to hit his support player there, Sandon Smith, or whether it was supposed to go out the back. Zachary Hunter. So a little bit disjointed there from the Australians. Now there's a bobble in the roll ball, and it's been picked up there from the referees. They've done a great job throughout the opening of this match, all three referees. It's a good part of the Youth Trans Tasman series as well. Next level of up-and-coming referees out here on display this weekend, along with some of our senior referees guiding them along the way. So Australia again. They sweep, they go against the grain, throw a nice left to right, it's just gone out in front. They'll pull this one back. Went out in front of the face there of Jade Pond. So New Zealand rod on the 5. Tap and get us underway, just going away from support players here. As interchange comes around the back. Again, Australia really trying to put pressure on when the Kiwis make substitutions. Here's McCollum again. Picks up the penalty. So late in the touch count as well. And the traditional coach killers now. Here's the danger man for New Zealand. Clayton Noah, the ball just going out in front. Hill Kadamol. On occasion, Jay Hill Kadamol just trying to go the early ball straight from the acting half position. Just went in front. Playing Wanoa. Australians pick up a penalty now. Offside is the call. Saldana back onto the field. Waruki feds it back in field to Kyle Bowen. Three working together as they come in towards the attacking zone here of New Zealand. Just trying to pop that ball. Caleb holding that one up. And Cole Bowen just overrunning that on that occasion. I mean, a tough one to take. New Zealand defence was up there to get the job done. Nice meters there. Fianati again as they roll down that left-hand side of the field. Only claim a penalty there, New Zealand. Play on's the call. Franklin goes back in field. Boston Franklin again, picks up from half. Nice little late switch out the back. They go themselves. Referee's happy. Here we go. For the first time, New Zealand had taken the lead in this match. And Morrill gets the job done. As we see the replay come up. Beautiful late switch. Summed it up nicely as well. Had options out there on the left-hand side. Held the ball up nicely. Decided to get across. Jude Saldana couldn't get across in a slide defence in the end to make the touch. So New Zealand, as mentioned, for the first time in front, 5-4. Here's the score now here in the 18 mixed opening match of the Youth Trans Tasman series. But straight back onto the attack. Player onside. Touch has been made. Boston Franklin. Good touch, sweeping around. Liam Doyle steaming onto the ball. Doyle back into half, bobbles it, holds it. They go back in field. Adelano plays it, gets it back, throws the left to right, a little wonky pass. Looks like it's all good. No sideline referees indicating forward. So now, what's the chance for Australia to level this one back up? was called forward. It just didn't look as crisp as what needed coming out of the hands. Now, New Zealand again, 5th touchdown, back on the attack. Look to go down the short side, prop back in. Nice defence, little pop-out play. It's still on here for New Zealand. Oh! They go back infield. Georgia Sheet did a great job in summing that one up. New Zealand on 5th touch, almost creating something out of nothing. There was space available to them out here on the right-hand side. And the Aussies desperately just getting hands on the football. Managed to be caught. In try time again here for the New Zealand side. They've still got touches up their sleeve. And they're right on the 5-metre line. Rangakui switches. Kui will sweep around the back. They go away from him and go back infield. Good defence though from the Australians on that occasion. Yeah, nice first hit up as well. That's Andy Law. So a couple of big plays there from Law. Shut that one down in defence. Takes the first hit up and gets the Australians right on the front foot. Drive in. Huggers picks up. Comes off the left foot. Touch made. Referees are happy. Tipani Ruriti making the touch. Both teams turning it on. And more of the same from what we saw in the first half. They're carrying on. Both teams. New Zealand with the advantage at the moment. Hill Catamol drives forward. Nice footwork again from McCollum. Tries to get down that short side. Can't get away from the outstretched arms there of Zachary Hunter. Huggers and drifts across field. Changes here. It's Durdovic. Rolls forward towards the halfway line. Bowen now. And incorrect play the ball. Kiwis, look at this, straight back onto the attack. Stream of changes here for New Zealand. Boston Franklin again dishes. They switch in. Fiornati. Pick up and go. Wariki gets his hands on the ball. And this is a big set in the game here for both teams. Now, what's happened here? Incorrect play the ball. Potentially looked like the call from the referee. Might have been a golden chance there from New Zealand. There's still plenty of time on the clock. 8 minutes left to go. 9 minutes, I should say, here in the second half. 5-4, New Zealand still with the advantage. Australians roll towards the line now. They kick out, get into the in-goal area, but again, ball just streaming across. Could have been a chance for Liam Doyle potentially just to take the space in the in-goal area. Just ripped the ball on the try line, and it went out in front. Right-hand side. Winger forward, the Australians not in a position to be able to reel that one in. Rolling through the middle nicely now. New Zealand again, they play out the back. Nice touch made coming up. Jade Pond. Catalano goes forward. Touch made. Referee's happy. Crowd starting to become involved as well. Looking for some offside players. Smith. Huggers picks up and goes. Comes off the left foot. Switches. Looks like he's going to run straight to the defence there of Rangakui. So, defence. By the score of 5-4. It still is pretty tight. The Kiwis, I think, will be pretty happy with their defensive efforts so far in the second half. Last touch. Show and go, the little pump play. And here we go. Now it's on New Zealand. They extend the lead out to 2. Catching the Aussies napping now as we see the replay come up. Hill Catamol will score the try here for New Zealand, but Keenan McCollum again has a hand in another try for New Zealand. As you see, Keenan in the half, the big pump, just caught the Aussies napping. As you can see the outside defence there, caught flat-footed. Bit of a lack of communication there from the Aussies. Down by 2, it's all ahead of them now. Saldana turns it back in field to Bowen. Saldana plays out the back, and that's a good response. Referees are going to pull it back though. Another forward pass. So they've created a couple of opportunities in the second half. It's just been the final execution that's let them down. Forward passes, penalties going to be given here to New Zealand. So there might have been a leg or a knee in the ruck. Just gives them a chance to make their changes as well. So the Kiwis, 6 minutes to go now in the second half. 6-4 is the score. Here's if they get another one. Put them in. Oh, again. Uwariki coming up out of the line. Now it's a couple of times we've seen him sniffing around for the intercept. It's a risky play at times. If it comes off, it can be absolutely golden, but on the flip side, gives him another repeat set at the line. Attack the Australians. A bit of time off the clock here as well. Now they might have created numbers. Saldana streamed up out of the line. They'll make the touch right on the 5. Get back in field. Just get caught up on their own feet on that occasion. Kui switches in rolls. Kui again rips, and it just dives in between, or dips, I should say, dips in between the left wing and a link there for the Kiwis. There's a little bobble from Australia, looking a little bit flat-footed. Again, tricky ball to take. You're going to have to lift here, Australia. And another mistake coming out of their end of the field. So not the second half the Aussies would have been looking for. A couple of mistakes. Oh, solid contact there. You can hear the groan from the crowd. Catalano coming up to make that touch. Won't face the Kiwis one bit. They play on. Danger man back on the field. McLean Wanoa. He's got football in hand. Again, working with the next big danger man for the Kiwis, McCollum. They link up together. Play short. Solid contact again on McCollum off the ball. Might be starting to get a little bit heated out there. Might be a bit frustrated, the Aussies. Things aren't going their way at the moment here in the second half. Again, Kiwis coming up out of the line to put pressure on. All changes for Australia. Law just holds the ball up. Fifth touch again. Only just really rolled into the Kiwis' end of the field. And an easy touch there from Rongomai to make on the fifth and regain possession. Column dishes across field. Wihongi taking the ball forward there. Makes a substitution. 4.5 now left on the clock. 3.5, I should say. As they rip another long ball and just trying to come back infield. Tough one to take. Half a chance there for the Kiwis. That really would have put the icing on the cake. But again, an unforced error coming out of their end of the field. And this has been a second half to forget. The Australians have got the wobbles here. Well, you've got to put it down to New Zealand. They're the ones that have been putting all the pressure on the Aussies, which are creating these errors. Now, yeah, get it down, nice low touch made. McLean Wanoa. Looks like he has all the time in the world. His long outstretched arms, again, almost catching the Aussies napping. We saw him score one in the first half for the Kiwis. As they look to attack down that short side again. Touch made on Mexted. Straight out from the line, last touch. They'll just take it here and force Australia to have to put the hard yards in again. And the clock, 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left here in the second half. Is there enough time for Australia to get back in this? They've pretty much got to score this set, you feel. You can see they've sort of taken it up another gear. They've got to get down the other end. This is fifth touch though. Saldana picks up and goes from half. He's going to roll into the in-goal area. Is there any support? There is. Kalagul Wariki off his right hip. And that's exactly what the Aussies needed. And Jude Saldana just picked up and went from half, as you see. Nice pick up with the right hand. Just couldn't match him for speed there, Xavier Mexted. And Caleb off the right hip picks it up. So reduces the margin back down to 1. But New Zealand in possession. Just over a minute left now here in the second half. Just got to hold the football in this set, New Zealand. They're going to be in a position, though, to ice the game. They want to put the cue in the rack just yet. Late switch again. He's got him on the back foot. Rip one out. Ooh, they still had touches up their sleeve. The referee just gets the Aussies back to the mark. Here we go, 45 seconds. The Aussies again. They just got to play on. Don't worry about the penalty. Takes more seconds off the clock. It's got to be a pretty similar set to what we saw when they got their points on the previous one. No, they go down the short side. Saldana tries to get down. Now he's actually gone outside on referee, put his hand up. Play on's the call. The touch must have been made first. So still a chance here. And there's an error in that roll ball. So that might be it now for New Zealand. Wow, what a chance there for the Aussies. They try the sneaky short side play. And 5 seconds left on the clock. Just hold the football, New Zealand, and they're going to take the opening match here, and they have, and you can hear the Kiwi fans jump up in the stands. Well, what an opening result here for New Zealand. They go 1-up in the series over Australia, and a great performance there in the second half to get over the top of the Aussies. The final score here in the 18s mixed division is 6-5. New Zealand taking the match. We're going to take a short break. We're going to head down to the field and grab a couple of interviews with the players, and we'll be back with the 18s girls match just shortly after that.